These are microbes under a microscope. Whether it's electron or compound, it provides a very limited perspective. It's like being on a balcony overlooking a party. You can see how the party's going, you can see what kind of people are there, how it's grouped, and how it's going. But those boots are made for walking, and if you want to actually experience the party, you have to get down and mingle. Science is not the end-all be-all of experience and knowledge. The artwork inspired by dreams and meditation, altered states of consciousness, shamanic experience, visions, fevers, disease, mental illness, those are much better examples of what the microbial animistic world is like. The experiences are ultimately subjective because you have to participate. You may be able to quantify some of the chemical interactions within the apparatus of the human body and experience, but it can only take you so far. It can't really explain what you see and how you feel within those experiences. However, there seems to be some common themes, motifs, and archetypes which are prevalent among these experiences. These entities that are all around us and in us and even compose a greater part of our genome and cells, they're intelligent and highly social. These visions and dreams and altered states of consciousness, they give us insight into a perspective from the microbial and not from our own. The visual system is capable of seeing into the microbial world. We call it the microbial world, but it's really the same world that we're living in. It just gives us a perspective into this animistic and interconnected reality. In our modern world, we tend to discredit any mental illness, any delusion, any psychosis, hallucination, or psychedelic, or dream, or meditative experience. Yet it is through those experiences that people find communication, interaction, and inspiration from sources that aren't themselves. I think it's related to a lot of parapsychological and divinatory phenomena. Sixth sense, gut instinct, synchronicity, collective unconscious. There's a constant communication and social activity occurring in our bodies, with our environments, with our objects, and with all the animals, plants, insects, and microorganisms around us. Our first impression to this knowledge that there are endless, invisible, intelligent entities that are in constant communication and flow around and in us should be to see and experience things from that perspective. Not exploring and seeking out ways to experience the microscopic other than through a microscope is missing out on the most fundamental part of life and all the processes of nature. And it seems to be a uniquely personal and subjective pursuit. It's not as if you need to have psychedelic experiences. Those aren't for everyone, but you can have them through dreams and meditation and other phenomena. We just tend to neglect that animistic shadow part of reality. Maybe it's best explored through the game of klexography. It's creating ink blot characters and coming up with what they mean and poetry associated with them. They're also called gobblelinks or shadow pictures. They predated the Rorschach tests or the ink blot tests. The whole idea is that you were creating and interpreting them and not just interpreting them as a psychological test. This theme of storytelling, that's the greater part of the experience when you enter the microscopic world. No one's ever going to be able to explain reality in some definable, imperialistic way. The best anyone can do is explore it and try to explain those experiences through storytelling and art. Exploring the microbial is practical because then you'll be able to identify certain agents of disease, of misfortune, of sickness, even health and well-being, or otherwise just knowledge and inspiration and fulfillment. I think the worst thing you can do is deny your own experiences, feelings, observations, and knowledge. This is kind of just a stream of consciousness, so hopefully it made sense. Thanks for watching.